Okay, so the Browns took a loss. I'm about to tell y'all right now why it's not Joe Flacco's fault. You know what I'm saying? It's not Joe Flacco's fault that the Browns lost. And the main reason is because Joe Flacco can't run the ball. He's a statue back there. He's probably the slowest quarterback I ever seen in my life. Now, as far as last week and everything like that, 290 yards and a great performance. Listen, come on, man. Cincinnati defense isn't really that good. But ultimately, when you put Joe Flacco up against a good defense, a defense that knows how to take advantage of the weaknesses of the offensive quarterback, they're going to find a lot of weaknesses with Joe Flacco. The main reason is because he's too slow. He's old, man. And if you don't believe me that he's old, listen, if we had even a glimpse of speed from Joe Flacco, we could have really won this game. Because ultimately, at the beginning of the game, the offense couldn't get anything going, and that's because the Ravens are smart. They know that Flacco isn't a threat to run the ball, so they're going to run the coverages that makes Joe Flacco either have to throw the ball away or it's going to make Joe Flacco have to run to get some yards. Now, if you had a quarterback back there with a little bit of speed, then Ravens can't run the same defensive scheme, which means now they have to worry about the quarterback and the running back running instead of just worrying about the running back running the ball. I got footage of Joe Flacco making catches, running the ball, showing a little speed. Then the announcers is talking about how much speed Joe Flacco has. This was back when Joe Flacco was young.
Out of the gun. So hand off to Smith, he wants to throw. Smith looks the other way.
He's got
Smith
speed.
Airing it out to Flacco.
He's got speed.
Flacco's.
Now that's fun.
Looking at the new Joe Flacco, come on, man. He's entirely too old to be out here trying to run an offense because he can't get out of the pocket and make plays when needed. Every defense isn't going to be like weak or Manila. And that's what we got with Cincinnati. That's why it was so easy for him to sit in the pocket and just make plays. Our offensive line isn't terrible, but it isn't like great. So at the end of the day, you see when Dylan Gabriel ain't. Now, you can say it's garbage time, all you want, and all of this. Dylan Gabriel came out there and was able to run the offense and get them down the field. You know why? Because it was a threat of Dylan running the ball and the running back running the ball. So when the running back running the ball, they getting all them yards, that's because they're playing defense for the pass because they know that we're down. But what I'm thinking in my head is, would it be nice if we had a quarterback that can roll out the pocket and make some plays? And I want Shador to play, but the Browns already made it clear. Dylan Gabriel is their second-string running quarterback. Now, benching Joe at the end of that game could have just been because the Browns was, losing bad, or it could be things to come. I mean, because I know I'm not a rocket scientist, but if I'm a NFL GM or a coach or something, I'm like, yo, it's time to move forward. 0-2 in the NFL, that means you're most likely not going to make the playoffs. Most teams that start off 0-2 doesn't make the playoffs. And everybody knew with our schedule that we had for the first 6 games, it wasn't going to be looking pretty. And we knew that Jimmy Haslam wants to play the rookie quarterbacks and see what he has with them because they're going to pick a quarterback next season. It is what it is. We have to see what we got with the guys that we have on the field. And the way that things look right today offensively, because I can't blame the defense for this loss. The defense came out there and they did what they could do, but you got to give the defense something to work with. The Browns don't give the defense anything to work with because they're so stagnant offensively. And a lot of people just living off of Joe coming in for them 5 games or whatever and putting up 300 yards. Well, there's a difference when you're at the end of the season and the quarterback come off the couch, nobody got film on him, nobody game planned. And when I say nobody got film on him, what I mean is they don't know how slow he is really until he's out there on the field. I mean, a couple years ago, he had a little bit more speed. Now, when it's time for him to break the pocket because the defense is rushing and all of that, it looks terrible. It's so slow. So he's just throwing the ball out of bounds. Wasted possessions where you need a quarterback that can make something happen. That's why they went and got Watson. But Watson hold the ball too long to run Kevin Stefanski's scheme. The Browns is looking for a quarterback that can run Kevin Stefanski's scheme. And it's not easy to do because it's 6 years now in with Kevin. He got a few glimpses of great, quarterback coaching and all of that good stuff where the quarterback's looking good. But, Watson was looking good in Texas, in Houston. He looked like crap with the Browns. Not saying that it's Stefanski's fault, but I'm just going down the list of the quarterbacks that hasn't been anything since they've been under Stefanski. Flacco had that 5-game run, came in these first 2 games. The 290 is cool, but it's still 2 picks on his resume. Even if we feel like it was the receiver's fault, still 2 picks on his resume. Today he throws a crazy pick that pretty much jumped off the blowout. Them picks hurt. And then when you can't get out the pocket because you can't run, you're big, you're slow, you're old, you're a statue. I mean, ultimately, the Browns really isn't a bad team. They just need competent quarterback play. And we've been saying this for so many years. It's ridiculous to me right now that I'm even still having this conversation with y'all. But that's really what it is. I mean, the defense, Myles Garrett, a sack and a half. This boy got 4 sacks in the first 2 games. Like, you wasting away another career. Joe Thomas' career got wasted. Myles Garrett's career is getting wasted. I mean, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I'm interested in seeing the rookies come out here now. The Joe Flacco experiment, man, I think that we all should agree that it's over with. It's over with. Joe had a great run at 5 games, lost that game against the Texans, throwing pick sixes. Ever since then, that's when the experiment was over. The Browns got desperate this year. They didn't have a quarterback. They needed him. They brung him in. They didn't like anybody that was in the draft enough to pick him number 2. They roll with Kenny Pickett and Joe. Joe wins the job because Kenny Pickett get hurt. Kenny Pickett gets traded. Joe's out there. And then you got Dylan Gabriel to come in and back him up. Hopefully we get to see Shador as well this year. It's time for us to find a quarterback, y'all. Let's not even worry about winning games because we got Green Bay next week. Don't look good. Don't look like a victory. But we'll see what happened, man. It's Top Flow. Like and subscribe if y'all stayed and watched this video. I appreciate y'all. Like and subscribe to the channel. We got more stuff to come. We got to find a quarterback in Cleveland. Peace out.